Here it comes. Get ready. So I've been enjoying this Pikmin game, which I'm sure you could tell based on the fact that I'm playing it right now. So, yeah. But, oh. I will solve the mystery. So I watched a video on the bean method, and the bean method is interesting, but it's also like a lot going on there. It's like, draw a bean, okay, and this is your pelvis and your torso, and figure it out. And I'm just like, what? What do you mean figure it out? Okay, so we got some purple lads, and I don't remember exactly what I need for this upcoming dungeon. I think it was electricity and white Pikmin, but there might be bulbmin involved. But I also need to dig that onion out. I did remember. I also don't think I need 45 white Pikmin. I really, really don't. So I'm gonna put myself to 80 yellows, I think. And then I'll check kind of what it says when I get there. Because I have to get that onion. And my money's not gonna go past what it needs to. I'm fully healed as well. But yeah, there's just like, there's different ways to do things, and the bean is interesting, but I don't know if I really like it. I didn't get a chance to properly attempt it, mind you, and I kind of understand where its strengths are, because the bean shape itself isn't exactly super complex, but you can visualize it into very, very expansive different forms. And whereas the box is, I hate the box. I wouldn't say I hate the box, but like, man, it's just a struggle. It's a struggle, but like, I need to get through it. It's genuinely super important to the whole process, and it needs to be done as much as I wish I didn't have to. I saw another video that was interesting because it kind of equated the whole process. Okay, it was. It kind of equates the whole process to something similar to like the alphabet, where it's something that we've done all our lives, because how we construct sentences, how we break sentences up, and our sentences are formed by words are formed by letters. But we do this throughout our life, and we just kind of, it's all muscle memory, it's all ingrained there, we just do it. So the example was like, alright, here's some words, here, you make a sentence, and it was like, alright, here's a picture of a person, see the shapes in it, and I was like, I have no fucking idea how to do that, at all. So, there's an aspect to it that's similar like that. It's like I'm a child again, completely learning basic, quote-unquote basic stuff all over again, but because I'm 27 years old, I feel like an idiot for not knowing it. Even though I have had no actual situation where I would use such information, so I never learned it. It's not like reading and writing, where you do it everywhere. If you just never picked up a pencil and learned how to do art, why would I know how to do art, even though I'm this old? I don't. But I talked about this before, about how the idea that just because you're a certain age doesn't really mean that... Just because you're a certain age doesn't mean you're more experienced than somebody who's younger than you, who has been actually, like, practicing and doing stuff in said field. And it does kind of get harder when you're older, I think, to get into something new, because you can constantly compare yourself to people who are younger than you, who have been practicing longer than you, who are better than you, and you feel like because you're older than them that you should just magically be better at something. But right now, I feel like a fucking toddler. As far as art is concerned, I feel like a toddler. Like, there are aspects that I'm slowly getting, and I have been at it for a while, but I'm still where I am, and it's very amateurish, to put it simply. But like, oh my god. Okay, that was bad. Very cool aim. Yeah, whatever. One Pikmin down is not, it's no issue. One yellow dude, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, this is again, this is just my personal opinion based on my own feelings towards the subject. But I do find it, I do occasionally have that moment where I'm like, I should be better at this because reasons. Not because I practice, but because there's a sense of entitlement that you sometimes just feel towards these things, which is just genuinely unhealthy. Medieval crown. This is genuinely unhealthy anyway, because it doesn't help you improve or anything. You can be frustrated that you're putting practice in and you're not seeing results. There's nothing wrong with being frustrated over that. It happens to everyone. But the idea that you deserve to be good because you've been alive longer is one that there's probably something in here that's gonna try and kill me. I'm just guessing, but no, we're not gonna do that. Wow, cool. Okay. Okay. All right. Just play the waiting game then. But it does happen. It does happen, I think, a lot. And it's also one of the biggest demotivators that I think a lot of people have. You know the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? That's a saying that I guess kind of applies here. But I don't really know exactly one-to-one what that saying is supposed to mean. I guess it is hard to learn new things. But there's definitely there's mental aspects that make it harder for us being humans. If you had a pencil in your hand at 8 years old and you were just drawing whatever the fuck, you could say you had a better ground to start with for sure. Oh, nice. I like the Ordon Province music. Than someone who doesn't ever do it at all. But people who are drawing at that age have an interest in art, which is what compels them to look further into it, to learn more. And that passion is something that, you know, helps them through the monotony of it. And I like to think that I'm passionate enough. I really do. But there are a lot of times where I feel a little, I don't know, lost. Okay. We have entered a problem zone. Okay. No, it's okay. I'll solve it. I'll solve it. Okay. We're good. Ain't no big deal. That's dangerous. He's dead. Yellow Pikmin are a little hard to aim sometimes. Nope. We're gonna try round 2 on you, buddy. Go back in the ground. Okay. Okay. He's got something, but yeah, he did. He had a cinnamon roll. All right. Grab it and get it out of here. I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I don't know. It's nice to refresh the mental sometimes. I suppose just air out your grievances, get it off your chest, and then get back into it. Because I do a lot of pretty much everything alone for this, so I'm really just, you know, stuck there staring at a canvas alone and thinking, fucking Jesus, I hate this. I don't know if I don't know if it's working, if I'm doing it right, what I'm doing wrong. So, you know, that kind of frustration bottles up. And social media is not great for that, I don't think. Because there's a lot of people that believe that hit on social media is equate to how well you're doing. And to an extent, that's true. Obviously, if you're doing something right and you're getting that sweet, sweet like and retweet, then you're probably drawing pretty good pictures. But using that as a sole metric of your own gain is not very good. And I think the main reason for that is just because, well, in those situations, you're expected to post the finished work. But when you're practicing and learning all the process, no one gives a shit. Well, I wouldn't say no one gives a shit. Some people give a shit. But for the most part, a lot of, it's casual interest kind of deal. People follow an art account not because they give a fuck about what the artist has to say. Let's get that clear. There are some that, yes, some people do develop a following in that regard. But for the most part, the majority of people who follow an account that posts art are there because they want to see the art that the artist posts. They don't actually give a shit about anything else they do, which can be a little cruel. But you ever notice how, like, there's a lot of times... This... Thank you, Chillwagon. This is gonna sound shitty, chat. He's fine. Yeah. This is gonna sound kind of shitty, but there are a lot of times where I'm sure you've noticed, like, an artist who is known for a specific thing draws something they're not known for, and the amount of feedback from social media is, I guess to be extremely blunt, like non-existent. Now, there are times where I don't think the artist does, like, particularly gives a shit, because if it's like a commission work, Mega Mushroom. If it's a commissioned work, then whatever. You got paid to do it. It was a job. Who cares if it doesn't do well? But at the same time, you probably still care a little bit. But like, if it's like, oh, okay, I'm known for drawing characters from this series. Somebody commissioned me to draw their OC, and then you share the commission, and it's like tumbleweed. And again, it sucks, and I don't want to make examples because that's just not a good idea. But it happens. It happens, you know. We've all seen it if we're on social media. We've seen how this goes. Even like when artists draw their OCs, I think this is probably the worst that people get it, is when they draw their own specific OCs. So they're not getting paid to do it, they're doing it themselves, and no matter what they do, because it's not recognized brand or what they're known for, it's not going to receive as much attention. It will receive some attention, don't get me wrong, but it won't receive as much attention as if you drew something from an established series. And I think sometimes people care a little too much about that glorious social media number, so they'll refrain from drawing the things they want, and so they could draw the things that they know will perform better. That kind of deal. That's how I see it. Because I'm pretty sure it's a meme for artists about their OCs and how they don't draw them as much as they seem like they should. Like, they always talk about how they want to draw their OCs and never do. It could be a variety of reasons. Maybe they made a complex design, maybe they don't really know what they're looking for yet. But more often than not, I think what it is the underlying issue that they don't want to acknowledge is that they care way too much. Wait, chat, what is this music? That didn't work. Is this Tarm Ruins? I think it is. I like Tarm Ruins. I can't tell for sure though, but it sounds kind of like it. Wait, this is a mystery dungeon? Is it? What track is this? I honestly can't tell. It reminds me of Tarm Ruins though. Got your view count and things for that reason. Yes, I've hid my view count since like the 3rd week of streaming, because paying attention to that number is stressful, and it inhibits, actually, like, it inhibits the things you do. Paying attention to metrics like that, they're just, they're a good road to self-destruction, I think. So we've seen it with social media as well. There are people who they spend a little too much time on social media. Let's keep it simple like that. They're there for longer than they really should be on a daily basis, and as a result, they have come to care immensely over interaction and stuff like that. Oh, careful. So they won't draw something based on, oh, it didn't do well, or they'll draw something and it won't do well, and they'll find reasons for it outside of the reason they know. That's kind of the danger of becoming known. Stop! I didn't want this to go like that. I really didn't want that to go like that. But I didn't even see where he came from. Where the fuck did he come from? He's just there in my face out of nowhere. Holy Christ. He ate 10 Pikmin, but it's okay. Well, these are the sacrifices that have to be made. Okay. $16. Good. But anyway, I think it's a bit of a trap sometimes. But in terms of streaming, you see it with variety versus consistency. I talk about this a couple times as well. That to me, like when you're a variety streamer, you do struggle audience-wise most of the time, but the silver lining is that people who are watching a variety streamer are most likely there for the streamer than the game. Of course, there are still people who would just show up because the game they're playing happens to be one they really like, and they can't miss the opportunity to backseat a stranger on how to play their favorite game. That happens. But then you have streamers who specialize in one specific thing, and they get a lot of viewership on that one specific thing, and then you look at their viewer count when they do anything but that, and it's like a ghost town, relatively speaking. And again, like paying attention to that can be pretty miserable. And it can also be a way to have people just kind of not do what they want because they know how they pay too much attention to metrics. And sometimes you kind of have to, I guess. If streaming is like your job, you make real honest to God money off streaming, and it's the main support of your livelihood, then you kind of have to listen to the metrics, because the metrics tell you how to get money. And then, you know, what's supposed to be fun is more of a stressful job. Now this is a problem, because this guy is not going to be very easy to kill if he takes all my fucking Pikmin and puts them into the ground. That hit me. Oh no. I'm gonna get him. Soloed. He planted my entire fucking population of Pikmin though. Am I really gonna pull 48 of these motherfuckers out? Alright. Here we go. This is it. Maybe I should have brought more Pikmin in. That's alright, we're fine. Just take it nice and slow. So in my case right now, chat, I'm in the process where I'm learning things, right? So the extent of my work day per se in art is I drew a fucking cube. I hate cubes, but it's like very important. It's like learning the alphabet, but you're currently just writing out every letter of the alphabet more than anything else. So there are a lot of people don't care. They don't care. They scroll past it, whatever, and that's fine because it's not really about them caring so much as it is for me to record my progress. Don't do it. I'm so angry about this situation because I knew it was coming. Okay. Please go take that while I deal with this. Building blocks. What's important now is learning how to do it so I can actually produce things that will, you know, be good. But I think what happens for a lot of people is they don't want to. They don't. You ever see the picture of the dog who has the stick in its mouth, and it's like play, and then they reach for the stick and it says no take stick, only throw. So like that's kind of the mentality of it, where it's like they don't want to do anything towards learning how to do it. They just want to be able to do it, no questions asked. Instant gratification. It's a curse. Destiny die. I know I ran by the hole at some point in this big old cave. If you can't immediately get payout, then it's not worth continuing. Because the only things worth doing are things that we've been doing since we were kids, because we already have established a baseline of knowledge for, and we can work off of that. So you're trapped. You're essentially trapped to only do whatever it is you decided you wanted to do all those years ago. You can never actually change who you are. There's not enough time anymore in the world. You're a working adult. You don't have infinite children time, and to an extent that is true. We don't have the same amount of time available to us that we did when we were children. It's a pain in the ass. It really is. So it's a lot easier. It's the same reason why, chat, when we watch movies, we watch anime, we read books, like anything that we do, there's a pretty non-0% chance that instead of actively checking something new out, we simply go back and check out things that we were familiar with when we were younger that we know we liked. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, I don't think. But I do think that a lot of the time, myself included, I'll think about wanting to like watch something, and I'll kind of parse new stuff, and I'll think, I don't care. And then I'll watch something that I've watched before like 5 times because I know I liked it. So a lot of the times I'll stick with what I know and I won't branch out. And sometimes I have branched out, and by branching out, I've discovered like series that I came to really, really like. And Toho was one of them. Toho was actually one of them. Like, I didn't really know anything about Toho until 2017. This place is neat. I really like this place. 2017 is when I kind of started looking into it. And as you know, 2017 was around when Toho 16 was new. That's a lot I had to catch up on. But I was into it. And I actively like looked into it. It was something completely new to me. And I was really enjoying my time just learning all about it. It's great. And now here I am. For better or for worse. But Toho is like the first, well not the first, but it's one of those times where I took a dive into something completely new to me. Because Toho was always something that I kind of knew very itty bitty about. And I was like, fuck it, maybe I'll check it out some other time. And when I actually checked it out, I was like, whoa. And there was so much. It was like, do I continue checking it out? And then I continued checking it out. And it was great. And now I'm here and I know a lot about Toho. I know a significant amount about Toho, I'd say. More than most people. If I can suck my own cock for a second here. But yeah, that's kind of... But like, there's a very real possibility that I just never looked at Toho because I was like, oh, I didn't get into Toho when it was hot, when it was new in like 2007's era for overseas. And there's a lot of like history I don't know about for sure because of that. But even then, it's like nothing stopping me from learning about it that further in. I see the treasure, by the way. It's in the wall. Man, this place looks really nice. Okay. So there are a lot of people who have been, like, they've known about Toho all their life, and, it's just something that's become second nature to them as a person. because of how long they've been with it. Me, not so much. Compared to most people, I'm very new to Touhou as a series. Granted, 2017 was 7 years ago, so... But 7 years is not nearly as long as 20 years. So let's get that straight. I see something over there. That's like a leaf block. Okay, well. I guess I should have known this was gonna happen. Go ahead, take your bite, bitch. Yeah, try again. I actually don't like when it does this. Alright, gotta fuck off. Nope. Eat dick. Eat dick, bird brain. A cherry. Yeah, there's a lot in Touhou to digest, and it's kind of overwhelming sometimes, depending on how much you're really into it. But like I said, it was something that it's something I kind of took a plunge on, and it's become kind of like a focal point, I suppose, to every creative endeavor I've taken since then. It's been the root, I suppose. I started streaming. Another fucking bird. No. I started streaming because I wanted to stream Touhou games, if you can believe that. And I want to draw because I wanted to draw Touhou characters. I wanted to start doing videos because I wanted to talk about Touhou stuff. So, bad camera action. So almost every creative endeavor I've taken up in the last couple years has been directly because... Don't eat my fucking Pikmin! Alright, you got 3 of them. Congratulations, but you're dead. It's the friend ball. I caught my ogre pawn in that. I can't count, clearly. Alright. These fucking birds, dude. Yeah, there's a ton. There is a lot that you need to learn. Yeah, Ogre Pawn actually, her color scheme matches up with the friend ball pretty well, I think. I thought it was the perfect ball for her. 200. Friendly capsule. But I like that something that was like just kind of a hobby that I had a growing interest in kind of became the backbone of my creative endeavors, which I found interesting to me because I wasn't doing much else, right? But then all of a sudden it was like, hey, I want to do shit because I like this series and I want to do things for this series. So that's why I've been where I have been. Even to a lesser extent, but partially. Working out is kind of because of Touhou, but also not really. Like, that one's kind of just like, didn't really matter. But it was still, like, you know, it was still something that played at least a semi-decent role to it. Alright, I brought white Pikmin in here, but they were really just an accessory, huh? They're just completely pointless. Okay. There we go. So fighting the Pelleted Snagrit is... Why are you so close to the base? Bro, you almost just fucking died. Get over here. I don't like you. You are far from my favorite boss. Bro, go in the dirt already. What? Oh, they're getting it. Look how much HP this fucking thing has! Nope. I hate him. What? Why are you facing that direction? I came right back into it. I came right back into his fucking maul. Honestly, it's easier to get shots on this boss by just letting it eat your Pikmin. But I don't like that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. Oh my god. Why are you coming out over there, dude? Look at me. I'm the captain now. I got 3 Pikmin on his head. Go ahead, eat. Take a bite. I failed. I failed my Pikmin. Millions are dead. Okay, well, now he's dead too. What are you dropping me? Oh, the knapsack. Okay. Good job, you two. You successfully committed mass avian murder. And with a little touch of karma, this bird contained the most useless upgrade of them all. That depends on who you're asking, because this thing enables a lot of bullshit. Oh. Okay. This is a little awkward. Hold on, one more. Hold on, one more. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Took a little effort, but we got it. Nasty. Nasty. Okay. Oh. 5-man knapsack. Tactical glove. Stinky. This material looks like it could be a good glove, but it's too big. I must find a different use. Aha, I must think less intelligently than I should. Evaluation process, cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. And you get bored seeking treasure, press hold X to take a nap. Ah, yes, good. Alright. Now we're gonna get the cutscene, chat, because we're leaving Louie behind. Say goodbye to Louie, because we're not gonna see him again. We got the debt paid off. Okay. Money. Lot of dead. A lot of them are dead. 10 out of 10. So that one wasn't too long. Kind of big floors. But yeah, that one was definitely manageable. You didn't need blue Pikmin for that, so it was one of the easier caves, I imagine. Or considered one of the easier caves. Snaggered Hole itself is just kind of obnoxious, more than it's difficult. So Avian Hole's not too much different. You've repaid the entire debt. Alright, so as you know, chat, we're gonna get a little cutscene here. You've earned 20,000 Pokos. Oh, the text was changed at least. You're probably debt-free until the end of time. Probably. Last blast, return to Hokotate triumphantly. Oh. Big guy. Bye. This is all unchanged, by the way, just so you know. You know what, though? That 30 minutes in Avian Hole chat, I had a good time. I enjoyed talking about, you know, what goes through my head when I do things, when I see things. I can't talk much about my creative process, because I don't really have one, but... Or at the very least, if I do have one, it's not one I've ever paid attention to. It's just something that I do. But I'm not really there yet. Maybe soon, probably not. Eventually. Just wait. Streamer will be able to post artworks that make the heart button light up. Click, click, click. Good, good, good. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. Feed me. Feed me your engagement. Oh, I love that engagement. I live for that engagement. I'm gonna post whatever the fuck I can think of, and It's gonna get engagement. There are some people, chat, on social media who will just, I don't know, they're very, what's the word? They're very not picky about what they click on. And sometimes I think that 90% of the internet is fake people. And I know that's kind of like a high number to assume. But like straight up, sometimes like I cannot tell if people are real or not unless it's like glaringly obvious. It's kind of freaky sometimes. And it's like, because you get followed by these accounts that are basically just like, there's no way this is a human behind this account, right? And you can't even tell half the time. But then sometimes these bots also just like, they click the engagement button and it artificially blows up your thing. Like, damn, look at people like this. And it's like 15 bots have just like run it through their network and had a bunch of bots, as you can't really see them. You know, the amount of likes goes by so fast you can't actually see who liked it, and you just see like bots in there. And then you look at that number and you're like, they love me. And then you post more stupid shit, and then it snowballs. And suddenly your entire Twitter legacy is whatever that is, I guess. Now, me personally, if there's anything that I would want like on my Twitter, I suppose it's actual stuff I'm doing. But the thing about that is, like I said, not everything is as well received on Twitter as others. So you could post you know working on things, you can post things you made, but all of that absolutely 100% pales in comparison to stealing somebody else's artwork and posting it as your own, or just making a really low tier meme, or even better, copying a meme that was popular on Twitter like a week ago and reposting it and getting even more attention on it. So that's the game. So it has nothing to do with you or what you do or who you are. It's just a matter of you gained a number because you post stupid things, and now you are the go-to stupid thing post, even though a bunch of other accounts post the same stupid thing. That's your legacy. What are you doing aside from that? That's the question. What am I doing? I'm doing things that don't get me immediate attention on social media, but that's fine. You know why? Because when eventually... That's right. Ego bit. Ego bit. Where's Louis? He's dead. If I get to the point where I can actually produce things that are like very top notch, and people are like, damn, you're so good, you're so good, I'll just think about all the people that were there while I was climbing. You know what I mean? Real recognizes real. Don't forget who put you where you were. Anodes are no more. Welcome to the rise of nuclear energy. The nuclear dweebles are quite defensive and will try to kill Pikmin nearby, releasing a current of nuclear energy on and around their body. Fortunately, they will not attack unprovoked, but they often must be provoked due to having stolen treasure that I need. These dweebles have been commonly found together with nuclear beetles, bugs, and alike elemental capabilities. Fortunately, purple Pikmin are effective at dispatching both, making these combinations tolerable to deal with. So as I was saying, yeah, no, like, there, like I said, there are people who have been, like, following what I do, and, like, you know, and that's great. And then what that means is when we eventually get to the point where I can actually draw something, like, stellar, it's like those people who were there watching me the entire time are going to see something great, and they'll be like, damn, that's awesome. But then there's other people who just show up for the first time who didn't give a fuck about anything I did, and just like, can you draw my Oshi? Because you know that happens. I can pay you, and you know, these things happen. I'd make a joke about the strength of Emperor Bull Blacks, except that no joke now. Growing extra thick skin that lets take barrages of Pikmin, although not as much as the time I first crash landed on the planet. The thick armor on their back is now a red color, which is generally an indication of hostility. This creature only hides its body in the ground, with only its eye stalks and eyes protruding from the earth. You garner more attention when you're, you know, the better you get at things, for sure. It makes sense. Some people don't even know you're real until they end up seeing, you, cause you've gotten bigger. But I do think it's important to remember, you know, stay humble, remember where you came from. There have been stories I've heard, thank you for the raid, Christian. I've heard stories of streamers who, like, some people don't know how to handle short bursts of fame, like, at all. And I've heard stories of streamers who, like, were small and then they randomly blew up, and then they immediately, like, fucking ego dived. But then that popularity didn't last, so they went back to normal, but all they did was destroy all of their friendships with other people because they suddenly thought they were too good for them. They moved on past them. They were above them. And it's like, oh, uh-oh, your true colors slipped out. And then, well, that just sucks at that point. So that's why it's important to stay humble. And that's why I said real recognizes real. And you kind of, you build up a bit of that. You build that humility when you kind of have a steady rise. People who jump really, it's like when you win the lottery, some people just blow it all instantly because they just, there's no build up. They just fucking explode. They come everywhere with their money, you know? That's what they do. Me, I don't think I'd do that because I understand the value of $1 more than a lot of people. The plated snag grid is much more dangerous now in addition to its new look. The dark coloring is likely to hide itself in the dark forest, and the scales are thicker to protect against attacks from Pikmin. The effectiveness of its thermal sensing organ has grown stronger, letting it detect the Pikmin and I from a greater distance. This Pikmin nearly always manages to nick 3 Pikmin from my squad, but it never goes for more. Is it a slow eater? Is it a mouth that's not big enough? I'd love to do some experimenting, but not for the fact the bird wants to eat me too. I'm gonna scare off all the raiders, chat. What do you mean? What do you mean you're gonna scare them off? The iconic strawberry belonging in a forest. And wait, Teddy Ursa's shiny now. Okay, I guess it turns shiny when you get the debt. Belongs in the forest, and keeping it at the surface brings back memories of playing vanilla. There's 2 snaggers, there's difficulty change, but you can literally avoid fighting the first one entirely. Yeah. We found this red juicy fruit in the mouth of a snagger. I've explored the forest, the colors are astounding. Certainly one of the most vibrant places we've explored so far, and yet it feels nostalgic somehow. I've never explored here before. This plant tastes delicious. When I tried it for the first time, I bit into the seed in the middle and had to spit my food back out. After that, I found out how easy removing the core is, and now I take bites out of this fruit as snacks frequently. I really like fruits as treasures because they fit well in forests. In my 2021 modding attempts, only was intended to be the only retextured cave was this forest theme in the submerged castle, and I love green, so that's probably why it's the most used cave theme. All the fruits of this mod actually fit their environment, unlike vanilla where they're just a bunch of fruits where they really shouldn't be. Fit a theme. This fruit is very tasty once you get past the dry skin on the exterior. Chat, I eat kiwis with the skin, just so you know. I bite into kiwis like they're apples. I eat the skin, the rind, all of it. I eat like the whole fucking kiwi. This makes me a weirdo, I don't care. The seed tastes great, but their texture is not for everybody. I think it's odd how we found this fruit with the center exposed, almost as it was missing its second half. Oh. Oh, I got that one. I gave this large cookie to a snagger because snakes eat odd objects in spite of their slender body. Something of this size is certainly a stretch, but you can see where I'm coming from. Mmm, so tasty. The wooden forest theme originally was not going to exist. It was preciously all boring garden rooms. I don't quite remember what we made to create the outdoor forest, but I'm glad I made it. Dull color, dull appearance, wild taste. I guess everything has its shades. Who would actually lower the paper bag by the ship? It would take a real doofus to not know that you could just stick whites to collect the onion. What? What? I didn't know. You can do that? How? How can you do that? Too late now. We dug this up in the evergreen forest buried in rock. How it was even able to grow in that tough stone? It doesn't smell very nice. Possible side effect of being rooted in a rock. I guess I'm a dumbass, Chet. I've had an idea for a while now of a cave made of a bunch of crystals like this, but never had a place in 2.16. Perhaps this idea could be reimagined in a future project. This gem is incredibly tall. I think this would make perfect place on a crown, almost like a prism. All the beautiful colors shining through, almost as pretty as my wife's beautiful face. This passionate green, this gorgeous color combined with the heart-shaped stone makes a truly breathtaking gemstone. I feel some odd energy coming from the stone. Perhaps it's part of the greater being of nature. If it wasn't already obvious, my favorite color is green. I needed more green treasures to place in the evergreen forest cave, so I changed existing assets meaningfully. I really like how I was able to give some background to the green gems. The 2 green stones in the royal grove create a kind of feel to the place, creating a personality behind nature. The stone looks like a teardrop, and it gives off a similar aura, though all at difficult times. The stone remains bright and strong, bearing a vibrant color all throughout. Why can't I be the same? This hidden gem of the forest is strikingly similar to the shapes of a clover. These crystals are fore and above the gold casing, making the ridges more pronounced. I do believe this gemstone to be of extreme value to collectors. A kind of magical treasure like this strikes me as something that would be buried underground. It's special, so it should feel special. The spring used to be on the penultimate sub-level of the Snagger Forest. When I made alterations, I found it to fit better on an earlier floor. A ring made of solid gold. Oh wait, never mind, it's just plastic. But the sucker's buying it, we'll never know. Ring of Glamour. This bright green gemstone is the spirit of nature, found in the deep mystical forest. It can contain emotions. Perhaps I should revisit this area in case there are other mystical gemstones. Such a pretty stone. Odd that I'd tell a bunch of strangers first. But I do want some ear piercings to wear gems like these ones. They're simple yet captivating. Good for you, champ. What the fuck is going on in the water? What? Hello? What Whoa! Whoa. A fire inside a forest grotto. How can exist? I like to create things at each level and not just the caves they're a part of. This bright green gem is found in the mystical forest. My new theory is that the fog gives these gems magical capabilities. The gem represents balance, like the yin-yang. For every forest, there's a fire, at both at once, because this planet doesn't care. There used to be a one-up mushroom in place of this, but I decided that more variety was a better approach. Additionally, it fits better with the environment. The shell looks as if it were a home to some kind of creature, but whoever the previous occupant was is no longer here. In terms of my use, it's sturdy enough to use as a storage device. The spherical shape may prove an issue. This is another one of my personal favorites, and I think it's the biggest treasure in the game. I wanted to have more Zelda treasures in the forest caves, as I think they relate. The wireframe image for the shield is really nice as well. This massive plate of metal has many elegant patterns and designs on it. The metal itself is very thick and even more durable than the ship's plates. Too bad we lack the tools to remove some of the material, because if we could, the ship would greatly improve its function with a stronger hull. Doomsday device. This floor used to be the penultimate floor, having more rooms and 3 treasures. It's a good floor still, but it may like the final product of the cave more if I didn't change anything. This Titan of an electronic looks similar to some of the handhelds my kids love to play on, but much larger and much less practical. If we were able to reprogram this, it'd be a blast to play with our bodies, like a dance pad. Even if we were unable to find a use for it, it must be worth a fortune. Yeah. I have no idea why I didn't replace this treasure, and now it's too late. Oh joy. I'm not sure what animal is depicted in this picture. It bears some resemblance to dogs, but it appears less attractive. I'll stay with Bulby. It makes sense to leave this feather in the Snagger cave, so I put it in a semi-fixed sub-level. Not much to say about this feather. It's not very interesting, but easy to use in a fitting environment. Another bird feather. They do appear to be more Snaggers than the first visit, so it does make sense that there's another one of their feathers. I wonder if there used to be more avian creatures other than the Snaggards. Orb. Just like the red marble, changing this to be a green marble fits the aesthetic less for the main story. It would work better if I switch this with the green ones, but I'll keep it this neat little bit of insight. This marble could be of help to others with anxiety issues. It emanates everything I want my kids to be, so I'm going to use this as a reminder of what to strive for. I like this treasure. It can be used basically anywhere. Putting it inside the Mamuta adds to an uncertain feeling of the floor. Between the darkness and, other friend you meet. Yeah. The cube seems to control my fate. It's made of marble, which is reserved for royalty on planet Hokotate. The fact that this planet even has marble should be a red flag, but since I'm already here, no reason to leave without a new fortune. The elegant curves of the statue give it a lot of character. The marble is very pleasing to look at. It reminds me of my wife. I was originally going to place the 2 chess pieces in their respective bosses, but I found some other fitting treasure for those bosses later. I think it still fits them to be one of the royal bosses. Oh, I see. This is one of the treasures that convinced me to rework treasure weights. It's relatively small. Statue weighs 10 Pikmin in vanilla. I didn't want to just make everything heavier for the heck of it, so I gave returning vanilla treasures realistic weights based on several factors. I can barely see it. This regal statue doesn't actually have any value despite the depicting carving present. Reminds me of a Louis. Well, that's kind of mean, don't you think? It's going to be interesting to see what exploits people find with this in 2.16. I know at least one still works, but the route files are changed, which means some others may not work. Using this glove, I can lie down and take a well-needed rest, or I could if the Pikmin didn't insist on carrying me back to the Onion. It seems like they want to continuously work with me, but I've discovered ways when getting carried back to the Onion is beneficial, especially in times when Louis is doing something else that it's probably important. Making Poke values for all the different Pokeballs was annoying and still doesn't even make sense because they're based on a combo of catch multipliers, aesthetics, and rarity. How convenient. This blue capsule is a sturdy shell, which may indicate it's used for stronger creatures. I've noticed an odd phenomenon with these capsules, and it's how the inside of the capsules is always warm, no matter where we found them. This leads me to believe that there's some hidden technology inside that I missed, and I would love to know how it works. This capsule has green dots on the outside shell. I thought polka dots were never making a return. We found it after defeating an orange Bulbin mother, which seemed to have swallowed it. Must have keen eyesight to have seen this in that dark grotto. The Dusk Ball has awesome colors, that's right. And at first I couldn't decide if I wanted it in a techno cave or for it to stay in the forest cave. I settled for keeping it here due to very dark lighting. That's right, best ball. Spread some happiness today. Just text a friend something kind. Even the simple "have a nice day" will suffice. We're all friends as far as I'm concerned. Chat, are we friends? Although the small yellow and orange markings on the outside of the shell appear exclusively for looks, they actually have a hidden function that allows the sound to pass through to reach the inside of the capsule. Not sure why this would ever be needed if, with presumed monsters inside, but I may be missing something. Chat, how come when I ask you to give me $5, you just hit me with a nopers? Why don't you just give me $5? I don't understand. Why are you like this? If Christian asks for subs, he gets subbed. If I ask for subs, I get told to eat shit and die. Where's the justice? Where's the consistency, huh? Mr. President. Welcome, Mr. President. I'm sure you could tell, but this planet has undergone massive change. Nice job predicting Louis' actions back there. He really is a doofus when he wants, which is always. Not entirely sure what you really want to do back on this planet, but you shall be respected. Olimar, you direct the president through this new land in search of Louis and also any more Pocos. Our goal by the end of this is to become the richest company in Hocotate, so we need your work. Okay. This is exactly what I mean, chat. This is exactly what I mean. I'm over here like, hey chat, can you spare a 5? And chat's like, nopers, 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 nopers. And then Christian could be like, man, $5 is cool. And then gift sub, gift sub, gift sub, gift sub. It's like, what's this? What is this? I don't understand. Where's the justice in the world? Why do I just get nopered? Can I give you $5? Not on your fucking life, sport. Why would I do that? What have you done to deserve my $5? Huh? That's what I thought. Alright, so we're back here after the beginning area because I can't do anything without blue Pikmin. Man. You know what? Yellow Pikmin kinda got fucked up, so let's do that. Alright. Let me see here. I'm gonna get the blue Pikmin in on this. Oh, there's a breakable thing. Hit the wall, doofus. Okay. I wanna go check the nearby area. Was there anything over here as well? I think there was a paper bag. Oh no! Oh wait, now I understand where we're at. Okay, I didn't really put two and two together. Yeah, we're at the, what do you call it? Where submerged castle normally is, so that's why we're kind of gate kept here. Okay. Does Christian have a nopers emote? Maybe that's why. Huh. So because I gave you an emote that lets you refuse me, you refuse me? So if I took away your emote that lets you refuse me, you wouldn't refuse me. Is that what you're saying? Not even once. Have I never given you $1? Surely I've given you enough. Surely I've given you enough emotionally to make up for $5 Canadian. Right? I have fulfilled your social and emotional needs. And can you really put a price on that? Can you really put a price on that? There's berries there. Okay, where are we going? Where the fuck are we going right now? What's our plan? It's probably to kill this frog, actually. You know what? That frog ain't hurting anybody. There's you. There's a pineapple over there. Okay. And there's a frog. This area kind of like has frame rate issues. It's weird. Not very happy with that, but I don't know if it's my fault. Yeah! Dead frog. There's Mr. Splody. Whatever you think you're doing, Mr. Splody, it ain't happening. This enemy is not too bad once you get the jump on him. Okay. Just need to get him before he makes rock come out. That's all. We're clearing the area for later use. That's what we're doing. This channel would buckle without my engagement. You know what? Maybe. Who am I talking to if without you guys, huh? Seriously. Without viewer engagement, what is the purpose of the stream? Talk to myself? So I can live out my dream as being full-on schizophrenic? Like, what is my purpose here? What's my motivation? You're more important than you think, chat. However, I hate you, so don't let it get to your head, alright? Think for even a moment you're more important than you are. Okay. I don't know what just happened, but he's dead, Jim. What happens if I do this? How did no one die? I don't know how no one died, but I will never do that again. That was almost a tragedy. He's fine. He's dead. Just walking around right now, just having a good time. That's all. Alright, we got some blue Pikmin situations going on here, so. Come here. You get the rest of the guys. Alright, we're going in. There's a poison fence. Oh. That's fine. Because I win. This is Twilight Princess music, yes. Good bro. That's fine. Jellyfish are very hard to lose Pikmin to. Oh, interesting. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Any white Pikmin over here? Don't even think about it, guys. Ooh, video games. Ooh, video games. Okay. Let's let them deal with that while I go explore more of the greater outside. Okay. I suck at playing Pikmin. That you know deep down, and you don't even have to look that deep in there, which I know it'd be hard for me to do anyway. But I am not bad at Pikmin. And anyone who thinks I am bad at Pikmin has never actually seen somebody who's bad at Pikmin play Pikmin. I absolutely 100% fucking promise you. Because if I'm bad at Pikmin, then holy shit. This is a hard-ass game. Whoa, right, you can do that. Don't do it again! Give me my Pikmin back. Give them back! Return them! If I lose a Pikmin to a jellyfish now, it's gonna be really embarrassing. Ah, we're good. Ducky. Damn, that worked fast. Okay. Let's speed that along. There shouldn't be anything in the way of this, I don't think. And there's more to explore. I'm familiar with this area, at least. The question is, I need to know if they're gonna go across that bridge, because if they do, I have to follow them. But if they don't, then it's okay. This is definitely a boss arena. I just don't know what boss is gonna fall from the sky. Come on. Remember, every body I take out now won't be an issue later. Okay, the red Pikmin are helping. Okay, good, good, good. Wow, so good at Pikmin streamer. I know, you don't tell me. I'm not gonna call myself some god tier gamer or anything like that, but I am gonna tell you that I am better at Pikmin than you think. And I truly believe that anyone who thinks I'm not very good at Pikmin has never actually seen somebody who's not good at Pikmin play Pikmin. They've never seen it. Absolutely 100%. Based in facts, no more, no less. Okay, I'm gonna get those yellow Pikmin to carry that battery back while I get this fence opened up for the future, which means this frog has to die. Okay. If I was bad at Pikmin, how did I get every treasure in Pikmin? Ask yourself that right now. How did Streamer 100% that game if he was bad at Pikmin? And if you say because game easy, then ask yourself the next question. How's that game easy? And if it's easy, then like how... You see, this doesn't work. Cheating? Well, I mean, I did reload the save. So, you know. Okay. Did you, though? Wasn't there still some endgame stuff? You're talking about challenge mode, which I didn't bother doing, because... when I beat the main story, I was going out for that day, so I didn't have time to do it, and then it felt too short to want to dedicate a whole, like, section of time to. So I just ended up never doing it, because there was no time to really put it in there. And I kind of didn't care that much, I guess. I should have cared. Sure, but, yeah. Chat walkthrough plus lucky. You just don't like seeing me succeed. Is that what this is? Is that all this has ever been? It's not about anything other than watching me lose. So when I'm good at a game, it hurts you on a deep psychological level. What's going on over here? Alright, well at least, okay, we've opened the way to two caves, which, if you weren't paying attention, there's only 2 caves here. That'll be it for the next day, of course. Is that treasure in there? I can't tell what that is. I took a nap at 4 o'clock yesterday when I got home from work because I knew I wouldn't be able to focus if I didn't, which sucks because I didn't want to. But because I did, I focused up and I did a lot of art-related stuff yesterday. It was good. I trust my Pikmin will get that battery back with no issue, and I just have to recall on my Pikmin when I need to. This fence will probably go down 1 more level. The darker fences, though, are quite sturdy. Okay. I gotta get all the above ground stuff as well. I think they said there were 7, and I currently have 3. So there's 4 more I'll have to pick up. Okay. There we go. I had to nap at 4. I had to, because if I didn't, I would have been tired while trying to pay attention to, like, my art stuff. And then it wouldn't have worked. So I had to nap at 4. So I ended up going to bed. I took a nap at 4:20 and I woke up and I got up for 5:20. And then I was tired around the usual time anyway. But like I absolutely needed that nap. Because if I didn't, I would not have been able to focus as much as I did yesterday, and I would not have made as much progress as I did yesterday. And I don't like napping because I feel like it's a waste of time. But I also come to accept that if I'm a tired asshole, I can deal with being a tired asshole when I'm not doing anything particularly engaging, but if I'm trying to do something that I'm actively trying to engage my mind in, I need to fucking be awake for it. Fence is almost down. I really want them to knock this down 1 more layer. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, look at that. Look at those fucking champions. Perfect. Oh, train was. Bow, wow, wow, wow. It's important to take sacrifices in places where you need to sacrifice. But like I said, if I'm just fucking doing whatever, who cares if I'm a cranky asshole in my room? But if I need my brain to retain information and I'm actively like studying something, I need to be aware. I can't just put it in half-heartedly because it just fucking slips out. Damn, my red Pikmin population is hurting. One drowned. I don't even know how he got stuck under the water. Well, you went back to the planet. You didn't even tell me. Just remember that I own all of your possessions until you get back from the mission. Okay. Does the non-visible damage the walls reset after a day? I actually do not know. I feel like the level of the wall resets its HP value, but I have no way to really confirm or deny that. You'd have to ask somebody who knows a lot about this game, which is not me, on the technical side. Not much about these bomb bugs has changed since our last visit, but they do seem stronger. A little poor me. Poor purple Pikmin are still very effective at taking these creatures down because of their weight. I often see nuclear beetles and these bugs in the same area, and they are quite the nuisance when put together because the nuclear beetle's protective shell that is bomb-proof. These floating bugs have no wings, but they are able to fill artificial balloons with self-made helium, and it's light enough to float on 5 balloons. I think that was the only new thing I ran into. Yeah. This battery brings me back. On our first expedition, this is the very first treasure we got. Louis was a rookie captain at the time, but now he's a rookie captain. Not everybody is as talented and bright as me to learning from their mistakes. I should really check on Louis' memory. Maybe his Alzheimer's or something like that. This courage reactor still is the first area. This mod is lazy. It doesn't change the first treasure. Why are you calling Louis an Alzheimer's, man? What the fuck? It's kind of uncalled for. I thought it was a fitting aquatic treasure to drop from the Bay Jelly Float. The fiery bull blacks and the star jelly float are good icons for the area, so it's easy to show images of the area with them present. After finding this treasure again, I think I finally discovered what it truly is. We have some miniature versions of this back on planet Hokotate, so maybe some of the larger creatures use these as bath toys as well. They look like oceans to me. Okay. Nobody as talented as me. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. What's it called, chat? You know, I forget what it's called, but it's the idea. It's the concept that somebody who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about is the one who's gonna be talking. I can't remember specifically what it was though. You know what I'm talking about? Dunning-Kruger, yes. The less knowledgeable somebody is, the more likely they are to be fucking talking about it. That's the one. Yeah, that's the streamer. I'm trying to get banned because insulting me is a pretty great way to remove yourself from the planet's population. Alright? Better watch yourself at 3 AM. Whatever time zone you're in. You better hope it doesn't line up with the time where I'm active. Okay, that frog doesn't, like, do anything. I gotta break the fence, but I can at least... I can bring the pineapple over, so let me do that. And give it to somebody else. Yeah, there's no bridge. Still assholes here, though. Alright. SpongeBob. That is, in fact, the pineapple. Okay. Thank you, Anne, for the resub. To know something is to know that you don't know everything about it. To not know something is to think you know everything about it. Or something like that. That sounded kind of profound, but that was just me talking out of my cock. So, you know. Actually, yellow Pikmin might be relevant, so I think I can get the red Pikmin to take this. There we go. Now, you may be wondering, chat, what did he just say? And the answer to that is not really important. What's important is it made you double back to click in the tab to make sure you weren't missing something important. And that's how we farm viewer engagement around here. Every now and again, you just have to say something so completely unhinged normally, like it's no big deal, and then you'll immediately get the attention of everybody who is tabbed out, and be like, what? And then you're making the numbers with that. And before you say that's kind of dirty, don't you think, streamer? No. How's it dirty? It's called playing the game. You want to talk dirty? Let's talk about this white Pikmin that's gonna fucking drown. Ooh. Oh, why are there dudes here? Wait a minute. What are you doing here? Now I gotta waste a day beating your ass. Pineapple. 180. I can't read its name. Towering fruit. Yeah. Just get him out of my way. Okay. Why doesn't he use a safety bridge? So, what I did there, chat, was called foreshadowing. So, what that means is, I told you about something, about viewer engagement, and then I did something extremely risky to farm viewer engagement, and it worked. Because you were paying attention, you were like, why he play that way? That means you were paying attention. Oh my metal detectors are giving results I don't even know how to properly interpret. It appears to be metal complex below, but something has changed its chemical composition. In addition, I took a terrifying beast at the bottom down there. I'm sure you have made all necessary preparations for entering this lengthy cave. Forgotten factory. Oh my god, it's hell in there. Well, I guess that's our next objective, huh? Okay. Who is this attention fellow? Never heard of him, therefore I cannot properly pay him. I mean, you're not supposed to pay the guy. Wait a minute. Oh, you're making a joke. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a dumbass. Oops. Streamer, your brainstem. It is missing. See, this is another classic case of viewer engagement, chat, is we pretend to be not very smart, which makes people pity us. And when they pity us, they throw dollars to our way. Like, here, get some help. Get some medical help. You fucking idiot. And it's like, yes, I am stupid. Yes, very stupid. How stupid can I truly be if you're the one who gave me money? Huh? I'm going in that factory, dude. I'm going in there. Okay, I have a plan, but first things first. I need to see how many Pikmin this takes. I don't know why he didn't dismiss, but this works out. Okay. Have you never watched a streamer? Really? Like, I'm sure that you watched a streamer and you thought, there's no way this guy can be this stupid, right? Surely you've thought that before. Actually. But that's how it is. You know, they act stupid. They play a character. They play the dum-dum because when you play the fool, it makes other people feel superior to you. It's like, ha, this guy's dumb and I'm not. I'm gonna give him money because he's dumb and I'm not. And it's like, yes, I am very dumb, yes. Everybody pretends to be an idiot because, you know, it's like we're modern day jesters. Alright, bring that down, would you? And then we're gonna have the blue Pikmin take it back. Because I need the yellow Pikmin to break the fence. 10. I can't count. 10. Jesus. Put a VTuber model on me. I'd rather not ever do that, personally. I'd sooner show you my face. And I don't have a problem with my face, I just don't think there's any reason for you to need to see my face. But that kind of thing is engagement, which is... This isn't quite what I had in mind when I did this plan. Come here. No, come here. You're gonna walk and die. Okay. If playing a game with my face on the screen is actually, like, does something for the overall feeling of it, then sure. But I don't think I'm really necessary. You don't need to see me, and you don't need to see an anime character who's supposed to represent me. That's how I see it. But like I said, it's not because I'm self-conscious about how I look or anything like that. Nope. There's no underlying insecurity issues here. Sorry to break it to you. I know how disappointing that must be to hear, but it is the case. Okay, I got the Wizard. I need the red Pikmin to get the Bull Blacks there. Oh, it's the scallop. Okay. Alright, so what's this fucking hole? What's going on here? Oh, my body. Well, this is certainly a strange location for a K to be lying. My ratings indicate a technologically advanced environment below. Okay. Digital laboratory. Alright, chat. So we probably only have enough time for one cave. So which one would you like to see? Would you like to see Forgotten Factory or Digital Laboratory? Mini amplifier. I'm gonna go get the scallop out of the wall. The factory is gonna be long, so I may go overtime with it. Whereas the lab is got plenty of treasures, so it'll be pretty lengthy itself, but it's not gonna be like... The game made it pretty clear that whatever that hold is back there is gonna be time consuming. So maybe it's best if we do the factory to now, and then... Or we do the laboratory now, and then we do the factory when we start back up next time, like we've been doing. And then we'll have Golden Coast essentially done. Well, the president is just gonna chill here with these white Pikmin, I guess. Or we're gonna walk back with them, because we are... Oh, viewer engagement! Oh, viewer engagement! This guy is sick. He's so good at what he does. Man. Hold on. Chat, just real quick. Did anyone pay attention? Because I forgot to pay attention. What were the elements in the laboratory? One of them was missing, and I don't remember which one it was. Oh, no. I know that the factory had all of them. Whatever's in the second slot, that's water, isn't it? I think that's... No, that's electricity, isn't it? Man, we are walking all the way around. No, I actually don't remember. I don't remember. I need to go check. Fuck. Okay, stay there for a second. I wish I had the rush boots, man. Not having the boots right now is sucky. It's like the only upgrade I'm missing with the I don't remember the other one I'm missing. Oh wait, the Pluckaphone. The Pluckaphone and the rush boots are the only ones I'm missing. It was water. Okay, there's no water in there, so I don't need blue Pikmin. Okay. Sometimes, chat, I think about how some people don't actually know the answer, but then somebody in chat does, and they get mean about it, and then everybody else like, yeah, you should have known that. But they didn't know, so they kept their mouth shut. But then they dogpile on me anyway, because somebody was like, how could you not know? It's like, haha, yeah, how could you not know? Whew, that was close. That's what you be doing. Maybe we just go to the next day. After this fence is broken. Because I'm pretty sure... I'll get the rest of the above. Yeah, I'm gonna advance to the next day. After this goes. I'm gonna get some more red and yellow Pikmin. Actually, I should probably get a spray potion. This would be a good investment to get. That guy's clearly got treasure in him, but I need more reds to fight him, or I'm soloing him, so. I do kind of think it's funny when people who clearly don't know keep their mouths shut, and then somebody who does know opens their mouth, and then immediately that whatever they said starts getting parroted as fact, even though they have no idea themselves. They just assume that the person in chat didn't lie. That I find kind of funny, because that can happen. There's like a firm belief that the first chat message you read is just correct on the current situation. So then somebody starts parroting it, and then you get a one guy situation. I don't have 100 yellow or 100 red. Okay. They're coming along. And I got the 5 berries, so I should get a potion for it. Did a leaf Pikmin grab it or something? Fuck's taking it so long? What? Okay. There it is. Okay. Chat would never lie, so I believe. No. Okay. They'll take that to the red onion, surely. God damn it. Whatever. I don't care where you take that one. There was a 10 there yesterday. Gone now, though. Hurry up! Hurry up! Speed it up! General misbehavior. Unbelievable. Well, just let the Pikmin grow. Send me away. Send me to Sunset. We're going back. So we don't need blue Pikmin for the upcoming area. That's what we learned. And there should be one more treasure to get in the red guy, which I will be getting with my bare hands. Of course I will. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight a battle. There are games that I play that nobody's ever really seen before either. So sometimes I ask it, like if somebody knows, and then nobody actually knows. Now that part is funny to me because sometimes when I watch somebody play a brand new game, hello Scrumptious Yoshi. When I watch somebody play a brand new game and people are backseating instantly, it's like, how could they possibly know? Like, how could they actually have any information? There's one more treasure left. Okay. What might be this mod's largest treasure? This pineapple is one of the last treasures to be made for the mod. Location was used previously by the D-pad. This fruit is incredibly large, however, when I tried to bite, I felt like my internals were dissolving. For the sake of the company and my own life, I did not try to take a second bite. I got 3 treasures in here, so let's take a look-see. Every time I upload this thing, I have to fight. This whistle was switched to which of the high ledges has been on several times. Now the area only has 7 treasures. The ledge by the sandstone complex is more of a puzzle, so I put it there. This tactile metal object has been made in a way that amplifies any sound that goes through it. It doesn't really have much practicality though, meaning I'll have to go to Hokutake Jump Pit. Oh, it's a big whistle. This shell is one of the only overworld treasures that got moved around. It used to be where the buried shell was, but I moved it to be more out of the way. We carried the shell back to the desk at the Golden Coast Bay. The shell location led me to believe it was very rare find, meaning it's a collector's piece back on Hokutake. Yeah, every time I go on the Piclopedia, I get some content match by some bullshit company. So I just fight it every time. So all of my Pikmin VODs are currently in 30-day dispute hell until eventually they just decide to give it back to me because just fuck me, I guess. Alright, we're gonna bring 40. I'm gonna bring 10 whites. Whites are just for, like, I don't fight with whites. I only use them for dealing with poison. And buried stuff. And I don't know if there's Bulbmin. There might be Bulbmin, so I'll take 90 in. I'm gonna go get the Bulb Blacks. But first, let's flower these boys up. We can get everything in this day. Okay. Just one piece of yolk. Yeah. Did it work? Hell yeah, it worked. Come on, lads. No more grass picking. We gotta go. Pearl Pikmin are OP? Yeah, I don't like using them, though. Pretty much every mod nerfs them, so they're not as good as they are in vanilla. But I've never really used them because A, you need 100 for the Doomsday apparatus, and losing even one is really obnoxious for having to double back and get more purples. It's a terrible treasure for that reason. And two, like they really do make the game very easy because their stun ability and their overall strength is just, it's just silly. Like they shouldn't be that strong. They really shouldn't. And they kind of remove a lot of the fun in the game. Because they do simplify it pretty much every interaction, and they make it very hard to lose any real Pikmin when they're engaged. But you collect them because you do need them. Yeah. He's fine. Yeah. Yeah. 2 hands are better than 1. Give me your treasure. He's fine. Who be slapping? Who be slapping? Bro, what are you made of? Die! Thank you. You dropped a fucking cookie. Alright. Twice the hands. Okay. Pretty sure the white Pikmin will be the most advantageous to getting this move fast. Pick it up. Okay, good. And there's no issue with that. We'll have to go back and retrieve them, but might as well do this as well. Get another purple potion just in case. That's another thing, chat. I don't really like using purple potions if I can avoid it. I use the ones that I had because the water wraith, but it doesn't hurt to have them just in case something goes horrifically wrong. Because they're also extremely strong and kind of bullshit. Well, why not? Alright, we got the cookie. 60. Infested pastry. Yeah, ants. Alright. And that is the overworld area clear. I technically have, like, complete map knowledge just based on the fact that this area is where it is. So it's no big deal there. Okay, now the real fun begins. We're actually gonna do this as intended. Which is this. Some Pikmin might die. I hope they don't. Okay. The fact that there's no blue Pikmin in here. Yeah, come on, boys. Come on, come on. Funnel out, funnel out, funnel out. Come on. Funnel out, funnel out. There you go. Okay. But I have to go retrieve the other guys. So let's go do that. There'll be enough time to get everything, because I have half the day and I know how to get to the other one. There's a couple advanced steps here to get to these holes, which isn't really much of anything, but it's still slightly more advanced than other entries. Rocket Punch, fair game. What's wrong with the Rocket Punch, man? Hell, the creator of this fucking thing considers it the worst upgrade. I consider it the best because it lets me fight things and not spend my entire life kicking their ass. Only a moderate chunk of my life. It's great. There's no way up there. The position of the ship is quite annoying here, just because it's pushed all the way back. You have to go all the way around for this, but it's fine as it is. This area was designed to be returned to when you got all the Pikmin, so of course it's like mid-game. I'm a little worried about the post-game area though. That's for sure. Post-game area is probably gonna be rough. Okay. Oh. Let's not die now. Come on. Figure it out, boy. There you go. Now this is where things are gonna get weird. I don't even know how to go up. What do I do here? What is my plan here? Okay, this is gonna get really strange, but let me see if this works. Oh, camera breaking. Alright, we're in. 90 Pikmin entering, yes. Alright, we're in. Alright, we're playing the game. Here we go. No blue Pikmin, no problem. Oh shit, where am I? Whoa. Whoa. Oh. It's like a circuit board. Dude, there's so many beetles in there. And a yellow flower. Okay, well, this is a yellow Pikmin floor if I've ever seen one. I don't know what this music is. Okay. Yeah, there's so much shit going on in here. I see treasure. Go ahead. I can just walk over here and grab it. And we're done. I'm gonna get him. Get him! No! Get him! Oh, Glinty. Glinty! I can't get Glinty while you're doing that! This is gonna be all these weird treasures, huh? Yeah, complex computer. Oh, that was it. That was the floor. Gimme. Fine. Well, now we know there's no point in continuing this floor. Let's just get out of here. Anyway, chat, I don't think there was anything else. Nothing interesting has happened. I guess Rooster Teeth is closing down. I guess that's interesting. But I don't really know anything about Rooster Teeth. Especially not, like, nowadays. But, like, what is that gonna do to Ruby, for example? Is Ruby just canceled? The spider's gonna die. Because Ruby is owned by Rooster Teeth, right? I'm pretty sure it is, as far as I know. So does that mean the series is just donezo? Like there's gonna be no more? Yeah, they could have sold it off. It's definitely like a pretty lucrative IP they could afford to sell off. But then they still went out of business anyway, right? Okay, there's so much shit going on in that floor. What do I even do here? Like, what is going on in there, man? Yeah, come here. Come here. here's the issue. Electricity. It's actually not that big a deal if I just go in there with yellow Pikmin. But I can also go in there and absolutely fuck this guy up. And then yellow Pikmin just get a smooth walkthrough. No, Rocket Glove is bad. Rocket Glove is bad. Rocket Bunch. Have that creature. Ruby wasn't even making much of anything. That's impressive, because they got to be in a video game. Remember that game? What was it called? Cross Tag? Also, I guess I'm not that surprised that Ruby isn't making that much, because from what I could tell, Ruby got, like... Did it drop it? Oh, it did. People kept complaining about Ruby, about its quality. Also, I'm pretty sure Ruby got accused of plagiarizing a couple times. And I remember this specifically because they were saying they plagiarized Toho models. Like, Yorihime. Like, they just straight up, like, ripped... But I didn't dig too deep into that story, so I have no idea if that was true or not, so I may be spouting misinformation due to lack of, research, which is our favorite pastime on the internet, of course. We all love doing that. But that's the only reason I even know anything remotely about it. Thought it was the Toho MMD models ripping off Ruby. No, I'm pretty sure it was the other way around. That's why it was a big deal. Because otherwise, who cares, right? If a random MMD model just rips off of Ruby, it's like, whatever. That happens all the time. But when Ruby, with its the way it is ripping off a random MMD model, it's a little different. I'm not saying one's better than the other, mind you. But I'm just saying that the attention... Oh, Japanese sunshine. The attention that came from it would definitely be more negative if it was the bigger guy taken from the little guy. Because that's what it is. It's always about the size more than the deal. Oh, you know what that reminded me of, chat? We're currently playing a game right now on the internet called I Hate You Nintendo, You Fucking Suck, You Shitty Company. Tropical Disc. And the reason for that is some of you probably already know, but Yuzu and Citra are being forced to shut down by Nintendo. And a lot of people are looking at that and just seeing, oh, well, okay, classic Nintendo. But the reason they're getting shut down is because the people who, like, made the emulators put it behind a paywall. So they immediately gave Nintendo grounds to remove it because they started profiting off of it, which is illegal. They settled. Did they settle? Okay, so it's just the last couple days I've seen a couple instances where people are talking about how Nintendo is the worst company ever created because they're shutting down emulators. And then I hear about how the reason they're shutting down the emulator is because they started like the people who made it started charging money for it. And that is an immediate, like, grounds for a suit. So, they lost. Or they didn't lose, mind you. But you know what I mean. Like, now Nintendo has a very clear case. And, you know, streamer, leave a $1 million corporation alone, I get it. But you can't just pretend to not see the whole story because it makes it sounds better if you pretend. It's all Nintendo. They put only some stuff on a paywall, but it was quite shady stuff. Here's the Kingdom specific patches, for example. Game preferred to work before release date. Yeah, I don't know the full detail on what exactly they were doing. All I know is that they effectively gave Nintendo a way to shut them down. And then Nintendo did exactly that, shut them down. And bada bing, bada boom. Now, I'm pretty sure, like, Citra and Yuzu still work. They still work, but they're not going to be updated anymore. And if you already have it, then you're good to go. But yeah, those are gonna have to wait for new ones, I guess, at this point. They got a hold of Tears of the Kingdom early, ripped it, patches still worked on Yuzu, put said patch behind their Patreon. Yeah, does that sound like a good idea to anyone else? I don't think that was a very smart decision. But what do I know? These guys barely take any damage from their own explosions. Oh, we get a fast rise. Died anyway, though. Mirrors have already resurfaced. Well, yeah, nothing's truly gone from the internet forever, but it means there will be no more official updates or anything like that. It's a little bit of a shame. There will be alternatives, though. We all know how this works. That's the fastball. It's pretty cool, actually. You know what? I'm gonna hold the 90. I like the 90. It's a nice, comfortable number. Yeah, fastball. Okay. You better get faster. There you go. Pikachu ball. Pikachu was the best 3D emulation, so that one really sucks. Yeah. Well, think of it like this. The 3DS is done. So that means how much more do they really need to update for Citra, right? Citra's in a state where it's everything you want to play on it is good. Sure, it will never get updated again, but it's in a state where it does what it needs to do. You can still play all the 3DS games on it. There's not new ones coming that you need to worry about or anything like that. But maybe that's just me looking at the silver lining. The situation still sucks. Like, I'm not trying to defend Nintendo or anything like that. But I'm also not going to pretend that Nintendo just decided now that it had to go. And there were other factors involved that resulted in it going. How did that not hit you? Well, you need to die because you're the problem child. Half of them went over to the wrong enemy. Well, thankfully, electricity means nothing to me. Spooky. Okay. Please give me my Pikmin back. Okay. God damn it! Get off me! I think the worst part about this whole situation is none of these Pikmin are going to die. But they're just wasting my time. I don't even know what's going on over here. Luigi's Mansion. Terrifying disc. Dude. Stop! Cut it out! Stop it! Give me back my fucking Pikmin! This whole area. You. If I leave with buried Pikmin, they don't come with me. Oh my god. Come here. Dude, stop flicking them off you. Play by the goddamn rules. Play by the rules! You are the worst enemy ever. Play by the rules! Come on! Why won't he fall? Fall! Please! Jesus Christ. Oh. Enough of this. Enough of this. Enough! Let me go. How many of my friends have you buried? Do I have them all now? I don't even know. What's 24 plus 65? Shit. Where? 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 Oh, he's on the other side of the wall. Okay, I see him. He was in there so long, he fucking butted. You stay right there, buddy. We're getting you out of here. Okay. Alright, going in further. I will still... I haven't actually emulated... Or I haven't played any 3DS game on stream, but I do know how Citra works. And it does work well enough. Now, you want to explain why this is bullshit. That... Okay. Alright. This floor is phenomenal. Edge. Barely did anything. There doesn't seem to be anything on this floor that I would want bomb rocks for. They just seem like a hazard. An absolute hazard. Stupid ass bug. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Oh yeah, I forgot about gyro. Nice. Control stick as well, okay. I never played a game that needed gyro. Oh, you know what? Chat, I don't know how to make a microphone work. That is definitely something. I don't know how to get the microphone. So that's something that, like, if I play like Bowser's Inside Story, for example, where you have to use the mic for an attack, I would be shit out of luck. Okay, hold on. The control stick should take 6, so that should be okay. Let's see. Some things. So if you didn't know, these things that fall from the ceiling have 3 individual triggers to them. One is Captain. Some are tied to Pikmin, and some are tied to objects being carried. So you can walk through an entire floor and not actually see every drop yet. So I need to be careful about how we approach this. Oh man. Yeah. This is the floor. This is the floor. Going fast. I'm paying attention. Might be where you find a setting. That's what I assume. But I don't know the setting. And if that kind of thing tends to happen as a moment of hindsight. Okay. It's like a moment of hindsight where it's like, oh right, that's a mechanic in this game, and then I don't know how to do it, and I'm like, what? Do I scream at my computer? Can I set it up so it reacts to my actual microphone? Because chat, I don't know how to do this either, but I tried. I tried to set up my my tablet to work for Pokemon Ranger, and it did not work at all. And I do not know why. So, I said before, I like the Ranger games. I'd love to play them, but I would only play them if I had a tablet. And, well, now I have a fucking tablet, so I could play them. Is what I thought, but I couldn't get it to work for Rage's Disc. I could not get it to work. Like, it kind of worked. Like, the stylus is working as the mouse, but it was not working the way it was supposed to. And I just kind of gave up. You should be able to connect it to your mic. Okay, so you actually can connect it to your USB mic. That's cool. Okay, okay. 3DS has some pretty good games. Like, Hey Pikmin. The best Pikmin game you never played. And the only reason it's the best one you never played is because you played every other one of them. Okay, I have no idea how to approach this situation. It's gonna get red in here. What? Come here. I find it weird how you can't wake things up by whistling. Kind of seems like the exact situation a whistle would wake something up at. Yeah, maybe I didn't look too hard enough into it, but I like the Ranger games a lot, and I feel like the people don't really like the Ranger games, and they only really play them because they promised goodies. And they did give you goodies. They gave you a Manaphy in the first one, and every subsequent game also gave you a Manaphy. But the later games gave you more Pokemon, like Darkrai. Darkrai was a Pokemon you can get for the second one, and in the third one, you also got Shaman. In the third one, you could get Deoxys through the co-op missions, but that mission required you to play co-op. Where all the other missions you could play solo, even though it wasn't a good idea. Dweeble man, I need you to move because you're gonna get on my way. You're gonna get in my way. Okay. Let me blow these up before a bad thing happens. I actually don't remember much of anything about Pokemon Ranger. That's why I want to replay them. If somebody wants to do me a favor and look into that, I'd love to play them again. Like, I know I should probably do it myself, lazy streamer bit, but I really could not figure out why. Like, because obviously when you plug your tablet in, it's your mouse. It becomes your mouse. But for some reason, it just did not work properly with the emulator, and I couldn't really figure out why that was. And I put it aside and never bothered to look back into it. But I really like those games, especially the second and the third one. Even though I remember virtually nothing about the second and third one, especially the third one, I sometimes forget the third one exists. I feel like most people probably remember the first one specifically because the protagonist was very hard to forget. And you may be wondering, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, to that I can say one thing. If you look at Pokemon Ranger's protagonists, and you look at the female protagonist, and you think about how impressionable the youth is, you realize something very important. Come here. I learned things through that, that character. I learned. You want to come bite this one too, Dick? Yeah, that's some good use of bomb rocks. Why are you posting spooky, chat? She's not a ghost or anything like that. What are you posting spooky for? I'm just saying that her outfit was it was good. It's a good outfit. And none of the subsequent characters ever had an outfit like that ever again. And like, I think that might be the most revealing a Pokemon protagonist has ever been with their outfits. Like, ever. Please give me that back. Hmm. I don't remember the music. There's only a few aspects I remember about Ranger. The last time I played a Ranger game was fucking years ago, dude. That's why I want to play them again. I just had a leotard, right? Yes! But can you think of any other Pokemon protagonist who shows that much skin up the leg? Because there aren't any. There really aren't any. Also, she's got knee socks, man. What were they doing with that? Environmental disc. Let's go, Pikmin. Remember Pikmin Bloom? Of course you do. Everybody remembers Pikmin Bloom. Dawn and Hilda? Well, I mean, kinda, but not really. Because they have short skirts. Or, I guess, jorts. But, like, I don't even know her name. Ranger Girl is just like, the cutoff is exactly where the pelvis is, you know? It's like exactly there. Nessa? That's not a protagonist, dude. That's a gym leader. Oh god, what the fuck is... What is this? Dude, I hate it down here. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. It's hell! Oh, wait. We're okay. There's a floor everywhere. There's no pit. There's no pit. The mission plays around me I don't remember the music at all in Ranger, dude. I wish I did. I really don't, though. But yeah, I want to play those games again. So yeah, if somebody wants to do me a favor and figure out how to make a tablet like work for Ranger, I would love to play those games. I know they're all on Virtual Console as well on the Wii U. Like Christian has them. So if worst comes to worst, I could play them on that. But then I have to capture the gamepad, and I have no fucking idea how to do that, dude. I don't think that's even possible. So I'd rather not do that because that just sounds like a nightmare. Okay. Alright. Cool spot he found. Do I respect my Pikmin's intelligence? I don't know. Come here. That's a bull bear. Get away from me! Oh. Don't do it. That's fine. Get him out of here. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm your opponent. Face me, coward. I thought they'd be safe on his back, but he literally ate them off his back, dude. None of my white Pikmin got eaten at least, but I did just lose 10 Pikmin to this asshole. I knew he was coming because I heard the fucking cub reacting. Oh! Okay, fight from the little one's fine. Oh, better lose it. I hate this fucking enemy, dude. Oi! Yeah, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. They really made this enemy scary in Pikmin 2. My arm's getting tired. Perish! Perish! Why is there a GameCube inside of him? You know, I don't actually care. I don't care. That information does not matter. Just fucking pick it up and get it out of here. My arm is tired. I don't like this floor anymore. I don't want to be out here. Okay. You're changing the tablet to mouse mode or something like that. I don't know how to do that. Original machine. Do not steal. I've turned off all the mouse functionality on my pen because I sometimes accidentally click the buttons, so I disabled all the clicking options. But the mouse is just supposed to emulate the like the stylus, right? So realistically, what I should be able to do is just drag my pen on the screen, and it should work like the stylus, which makes perfect sense to me. But then I can't figure out how to do that. The beetle being in that spot was really annoying. He could actually hit me. Okay. There's an asshole bug over there. Where did that bullberry even come from? Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, the Wacom Center app, you should be able to do it from there. I should have that. I don't know why I wouldn't. But yeah, like, as far as I know, I don't need to enable left click or anything like that. I should just be able to, like... What do you call it? I should just be able to make it so... I forget what the issue was exactly. Now I'm thinking about it. I can't remember what exactly the issue was. It was like, it kind of worked to move me, but then it wouldn't work for, like... It didn't work for any of the other intended options for some reason. Like, it was not in a playable state. Okay, he's dead. Now reveal the truth of the floor to me. No. Oh, this is a bad truth. Behind you. I'm a little worried about the big guy with the boulders. Just a little bit. Okay. Why does mouse click need to be on for it to work for an emulator, though? That doesn't make any sense. Because you don't click. Unless you're talking about, like, actually clicking on the screen acting as a mouse click. In which case, obviously it does that, because then I wouldn't be able to select anything. Welcome to my stress test. Oh my god, okay. There is a very real chance I just got clotheslined by this guy right here and just died. Let's just prevent any further accidents, shall we? Okay. I wish to solve this mystery because I'd love to play Ranger. All three of them, honestly. I got the Pokédex completed in all of them. I completed the Pokédex in those games, or the Ranger decks, and there wasn't much merit in doing so, mind you, but it was something that I did, so there you go. There were like quests you got in the second game as well. Also, the way the capturing system worked was completely different. The way the capturing system worked was completely different. So, in the original Ranger, you had to do a certain amount of circles to catch a Pokemon, and additional circles granted you extra EXP. But, in later games, it was a cumulative bar that you built up by circling. So your styler did damage, and when it leveled up, it did more damage. That was a fantastic shot. You also got ranked. There's a Smitch. There's a Smitch and a 3DS. Okay. That's quite a long haul back. But we should be okay. Okay. Hold on, I'll read that when I'm in a safer spot. Right here. Actually, let me let you to hold down left click for when you want to use the touch screen. Otherwise, it would activate just by hovering your mouse over it, so you need to enable some sort of hold mouse on your tablet. So basically, I need to make it so when I hover my mouse over the bottom screen, it needs to be constantly registering in touchscreen mode, huh? Huh. Okay, so now I have to figure out how to do that. That's step 2 of this plan, huh? Perish. Foul creature. What I'm worried about right now is I'm gonna grab this treasure and something's gonna fall from the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does this weigh 15, Pikmin? Alright, well, they're going. Now I just have to creep by these guys. Killed almost everything in the way. That's like, is a hazard. Come on. Just pay attention to them as they go. Well, I can't save him. That's a little unfair. But I couldn't do much about that. That guy's now got teeth marks in him. And that is what I expected to happen. And I really should have been over here to do something about that. So, they're dead, and they're not coming back. And it's my fault, because I knew something like this was going to happen. This was already an established factor in this dungeon. I shouldn't be surprised. But I am annoyed. He's alone. He can't do anything. God damn. Fucking explosions, dude. Hell floor. Hell floor. Alright. Okay, so if somebody knows how to do that and just send me instructions, then that's easy. Otherwise, I'll have to find some time to fuck with it myself and figure it out. Which, I don't know when I'll do that. Honestly. Alright. This floor is rough. But it's over now. I got a Smitch. Modern device. I'm also shy at Pikmin. I'm gonna walk all the fuck way back over here now. Look at this mess, man. Look at this battlefield. That red Pikmin is hanging on. Okay. But we're still in it to win it! We've lost 28 Pikmin. And at least 18 of them were yellow because of that bomb rock explosion. Are we done here? I'm not really surprised by this, but I'm also not prepared. This does not matter. I simply do not care. I am unperturbed. However, that is definitely a reason why I'm breaking these eggs before I fight the boss, because if something like that happens and they scramble when the guy starts shooting his gun, There's a click lock functionality. Alright, we're solving the problem. Nice. Although tomorrow, chat, tomorrow I'll be playing Human Spirit Agency, because that's coming back. See, chapter 4 is ready. Alright, Goo Man. Yep. Oh. Huh. I don't know who made this boss, but he's only scary without a wall. Come on down. When he opens his gun raw like that, that is not a good time. I didn't even realize I could reach that before he lowered. I say we're almost done. I have a regret for my actions because I barely got any damage, and now we're back behind the wall again. This guy's great because he's probably one of the most, like, oops, I lost everything bosses you can get if you don't know how to deal with him. I think he's funny in that regard. You can actually just have your entire Pikmin squad absolutely gun the fuck down, and you just, all you can do is watch. Just the corpse piles, dude. He really had one hit left in him. Nah, it's just a pluckaphone. I want my boots, man. Nobody died, though. I'm glad we're done with this technological nightmare. What could have created it? Scanning the object reveals perplexing electrical written inside the speaker. Yeah. This thing is very handy. Well, I wanted the boots. Alright. Well, usually he hits you with his gun, because he's aiming at you, and then all the Pikmin gather around you as you've fallen over, and you just die. Cryptic amplifier. Interesting glitch over there. Well, it's a certainly technologically advanced object. I'm thankful I know what it does. This would normally expand the range of your whistle, but the circuitry has been tampered with. Due to some wire complications, the object has become the pluckaphone. The odd functions allow this device giving your whistle the ability to pluck Pikmin from the ground. Yeah, normally I don't get this in Pikmin 2 till the end, because Submerged Castle is where you get it. I don't like going there, like, early. It's so out of the way, after all. Alright, well done, team. And with that, we put a nice little feather in this one. Goodbye! Many are dead. "28 are dead." Not bad. But this is where we're gonna stop again, once again. We save here, and next time we go to the big area. This is the third time in a row I'm doing this. And like I said before, I don't like doing this for Pikmin, but this has just been... I've been in situations where it's best to do it like this. Because that other area is going to be huge. And quite frankly, I'm not even sure what boss is supposed to be in there. Because the Empress Bulblax has been used already, and in the base game, she's in she's the boss of 2 levels. So what that means, if there's something down there, it's either one of the end game bosses, which are rough, or it's a reskin boss, but maybe more complex of fight. I don't really know what's gonna happen there, but we'll figure it out next time.